Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Episode number 262. I didn't think I was going to have time to make this episode, so I'm glad that there's an extra video for you. In today's episode, we are going to start things off with a couple of La Liga upgrade packs, and then move on into some division rivals and replace Aubameyang with a lone player, a lone icon, which you probably saw in the thumbnail, but we'll leave it for a bit of a surprise for those of you that maybe just clicked on the video from a notification. The best kind of people, the ones that click the notification bell and watch the videos every day. Really like you guys. Thank you so much for all your support. Smash a like on the video today, guys, if you're feeling generous. I appreciate it. If we can get anywhere near like 1,500 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. So we start things off by just I'd sold the players from like the Turkish league stuff that we were doing previously. A few of them went, some of them went for a little bit less than I paid, some of them went for a bit more, but basically I did a couple of these the slightly worse La Liga upgrade packs, the one which gives you one rare and two non-rares. We got Nacho Fernandez out of the very first one though, so that was fine. And I was just submitting a few players in here. I end up getting 3 more of these packs together, and it ends, so that means I'm going to have 4 of these in total, which will then give me just about enough rare La Liga players to put together to have an 81 plus and just have one little go at that in the hopes of getting something blue. So in the 3 regular packs, I don't think anything really special comes of them. So this one's not even boards. I'm not sure if La Liga is better or worse for like the drops, the rate, like how many players there are that are over 81 plus, or how many rare golds there are, or whatever there are. So it might be worse than future leagues. I always seem to remember that Ligue 1 is always a pretty good one because the amount of boards that there are is a lot lower than other leagues. So if we got these upgrade packs when Liga Tots was out, it might be worth spamming a whole bunch of them, because you got a pretty high chance if you get like a walkout that is going to be a blue, and then obviously like a pretty high rated player. So I think, I don't know how long until Liga Tots. It's either going to be this Friday or next Friday, I guess, right? Yeah, when that comes, that could be quite fun. So we did end up having enough players to put together for a La Liga Santander 81 plus pack. Now, I pretty much do these every week, just in case I can get a blue, and it doesn't really happen very often. We got Laporte in the Prem. But you just saw a walkout blue, didn't you? And we end up getting ourselves a Spanish centre mid, which is going to be a 93 rated Santi Cazorla. Now, that's not the biggest and greatest and best pack in the world, because at the time of recording this, he's like 130,000 coins, if that, maybe even a bit less. But for a few of my players, to submit them and get a 93 rated team of the season player, that's awesome, because that means I've now got someone, if I don't want to use him, I mean, he's 5-star with some quite good stats. He might actually be pretty decent. I might have to give him a go as a super sub or something at some point, but for today I'm not going to do that. There's one player that I've got in mind who I want to use in my squad, and it's basically going to replace that Aubameyang with a Eusebio. So I have a lone Eusebio that I picked up during an SBC whenever he was out, and as you can see here, I basically buy a cam to CF card, bring him down to cam, and then I had the position modifier, put Eusebio in that left centre mid spot, and then he's going to play as my wide cam in the 4-2-3-1, just where Aubameyang plays, and we go into some rivals matches. So I go into this one right here, and I'm pretty sure the opponent just dips out straight away, so because I had a lone player, and he just quit before we even kicked off, so he's just doing it out of spite, so I appreciate that. But anyway, we go on into the next match, and this guy's got a couple of good reds. He's got a Cristiano Ronaldo. I didn't know how I would fare. This is my highest skill rating ever, playing in Division 1. I figured we'd probably get battered, but hey, we can give it a good shot. But, considering I was home and I'd had kickoff and I went 1-0 down in under 4 minutes, I was like, okay, this is how Rivals is going to be today, is it? But hey, no, we pick it up and we try our very best to play some decent football. One thing I wanted to really try and move away from in these 3 games that we're going to play today is trying to do as few headers, or especially running out wide specifically to flick the ball up to then head it home. That's what I wanted to move away from. I wanted to try and play the ball around and actually make goals that way, which is, you know, it's fun to do. Obviously, you're hindering yourself by doing that because the game mechanics would suggest that you should probably just run it out wide, flick it up and cross it in. But I do understand that it's kind of less fun. So maybe if we can make some nice goals happen, it will happen. I'm still going to aim to score corners from headers from corners, and like here, I threw the ball in and flicked it up with Eusebio because we were out wide, and that was the right thing to do. That was, you know, get it into the box because I know I've got a Zlatan at the back post. But there were a lot of situations where in the weekend league I probably would have ran out wide and then crossed it, where I didn't do so today. You know, we ran forward here with Mane, outpaced the defenders, and then struck a lovely green time powerful shot to get the equaliser in the middle of the second half. I then play the ball through here to Eusebio, go for that low driven green time it, but 1 gets blocked and then 2 gets saved by the goalie. And then from the resulting corner, actually, it is Zlatan that ends up volleying that home after a header was sort of deflected his way. Very unfortunate for my opponent to concede that, but hey, it is what it is, and it fell to him. So, you know, there'll be plenty of times where that sort of thing falls against me, and plenty of times where it falls for you as well. But he ran straight down the other end, literally kickoff style, and got a really nicely worked goal with Cristiano Ronaldo. I've got to be honest, it was well worked. But take a look at this, Mane outpacing and outstrengthening. He starts bringing the goalie out, and I do a lovely little dink, a lovely little chip with the Liverpool winger, and it's just beautiful. It was a really, really nice goal. I score very few chips on this game because I just feel like I always miss the target. So for that one at that tight angle to actually make it work, I enjoyed that, and actually it was the winning goal. It was the game which won me the match, so I was really happy with that. I felt like Eusebio did a great job, really interesting player. Obviously I don't have the coins to afford him, but it's nice to use him for a few games just to test him out, you know. That's why I did the loan. So I come up against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Reds in this next squad, which is kind of intimidating, I'm not going to lie. He had a couple, like, he didn't have enough to suggest that maybe he finishes elite. I don't think there were more than 2 from one league, from like the Tots versions anyway. But yeah, I mean, some flapping from Alisson there. Leads to, I mean, it fell to Ronaldo after the volley from João Felix hits the post, but Ronaldo puts my opponent 1-0 up, and I'm like, okay, he was super quick on the like fast passing, as you can see, the one-touch passing in and around the box, and he goes 2-0 up in 14 minutes. Didn't quit though, wasn't stressed, just wanted to try and see what we could make happen, and see if we could maybe get back in the match. As long as it doesn't get any worse, then we're all right. But Bernardo Silva here keeps possession against Da Costa, which I was pretty surprised about. And then Robertson whips it in. I mean, it's Cristiano Ronaldo at the end of the day. He is so good at winning headers like that. It's ridiculous. So I'm 3-0 down here, but again, didn't quit. Figured we would just try and make something happen. And I mean, that was a good opportunity to whip a ball in. That was just as the play was going. It wasn't flicked up to cross in or anything like that. And Eusebio actually scores the header to get 1 goal back in here. So then I take the shot and it gets forced out for a corner. Danny Da Costa whips it in, and Eusebio's actually nuts in the air. With the marksman chem style that I've given him, I'm pretty sure he's got 99 jumping and really, really good heading accuracy. He's short, but he actually does seem to win those headers, which is unlike Mane, who has very similar aerial ability, I think. Which is odd, isn't it? But that's a pretty mad goal, isn't it, to score as my equaliser. Pretty sure that was on the weak foot of Bruno Fernandes. And I love bringing him on now. He is absolutely insane. I really, really like him as a super sub. I mean, we get so lucky to get that goal. We went from 3-0 down to 4-3 up, to be fair. But the way that goal came about and the way that the keeper flapped at it and just let me get on the end of it, I had to give him the I'm sorry kind of celebration at the end of that one. And we end up coming away with another 4-3 win. So 2 Division 1 wins in a row. I don't know how I would possibly do this trying to assist my goals with La Liga fullbacks or something. It's kind of nuts to suggest that we do that against people that are using squads like this, right? Red Son and Red Mane, they would be the top 2 on my list. Maybe Aubameyang when the Prem Tots came around. So yeah, this guy's obviously either finishes elite and had a lot of opportunities to get those red players, or he just got super lucky with his picks. And it took me 43 minutes to break the deadlock, and I hadn't conceded either. Like, he was a good player. He was really like holding possession against me, but it was a lot in the middle, you know. I managed to block him off from actually getting any shots off, because if he does get shots off, it's going to be with players with really high shooting, and if he can get those first time shots away, they are going to fly in the back of the net, as you just saw there, and as you just saw there. That was the craziest goal from Son. I'm going to slow down the replay so you can see it. The way that his body just morphs and transforms, and the ball goes through one of his feet, and then he strikes it. That was such a weird move, and it shouldn't happen, but it's 95 Son. If he gets that shot on target, it's going in, right? And that's exactly what he did. But look at that from Bruno Fernandes. A couple of La Croquetas, sells Patrick Vieira into a slide tackle. I flick it over him with the press of the right stick, and then score the volley at the near post. It was quite a cool goal to score, and a really enjoyable one, just from a timing sense of things, to time that jump just as he was slide tackling me. I had no idea he was going to do it. I was just going to flick it up for a volley and see if we can make anything happen. But yeah, like towards the end of the game, he got a couple of shots on goal, which led to him winning. I kind of had to push out towards the end of the game to try and get that equaliser when he was 3-2 up. But what a good opponent he was. And I lost the game, and I genuinely wasn't that bothered. I just sent him a GG message afterwards. But that goal, look at it from Bruno Fernandes. It's just so beautiful. Like I said, I had no idea he was going to slide me. It was just a coincidental timing thing. But the way he jumps over that and then strikes that volley, gets it past Van Dijk and past the goalkeeper in at the near post when it sort of fizzes in on the ground. Really like that goal, and genuinely it was just a good little session on FIFA. I don't often play Rivals and say I've had a lot of fun here, and I played 3 games and lost one of them 4-2, but won the other 2 4-3, and had a great time. Goretzka is insane. Van Dijk is insane. Eusebio, great fun. Got 3 contributions in the 4 games, or in the 3 games we played, should I say. Someone lost me one of them contracts by quitting out without playing a second on this of the match that we got into. But Mane's crazy. Bruno Fernandes, I'm starting to absolutely love him. He's great, and I know we did the episode on him being the super sub, and he genuinely is. I think he's great. If you manage to get one, don't sleep on him. Actually give him a go in your team, whether it be in the second half or what. Just bring him on, give him a try. You won't regret it. I think he's a complete boss on this game. A really fun player, and does rival the likes of Bernardo Silva in the Prem, because he's a very similar player. Portuguese, 94 rated, like attacking midfielder with great dribbling, passing and shooting. So yeah, give him a go if you've got one, and he's pretty cheap as well. Sorry, the music's been playing the whole time there. But yeah, like, he's pretty cheap as well, so definitely worth giving a go. Guys, do me a massive favor, smash that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and of course follow me on Twitter, follow me on Insta. Those links can be found down below. Have a great day everyone, and I will catch you next time. Peace.